So I hope your weekend was fine. And today we'll be using this opportunity to analyze gold and to see what we might expect for this coming week. Uh, as usual, I start on the weekly time frame, and what I do here is I mark out important levels that I feel the market will react of. Okay, so I also have my targets where I think the market is going to go, and this is one of the targets that I anticipate for the market to come to, and this is uh 8th of July 2024 low. It was on a Monday, and that's the exact low that I'm anticipating for price to come back to. So as we can see here, we have this up close candle here. This green candle here is an up close candle, and then we got this down close candle that broke the low of this up close candle. Okay, so if you can see well, is that today is a Tuesday, and we saw that price traded up to the low of the previous week. So what we will do is that we will go to the daily time frame, and we will see and look for more reason on why we can go short on that area. Because overall, I'm trusting for shorts to be coming this week, despite the despite the bulls dominating since Friday. So this black line represent my order block. This I mean these green candles here. This green candle is a daily order block, and I'm anticipating some type of reaction onto this candle. Once price reached here on Monday, we saw the rejection from that zone. So that's a reactionary level, and we can anticipate for price to keep dropping and come to the July 8th low. So this July 8th low, we have a fair value gap there, and we also have this down close candle. These are daily order block, a propulsion block actually, and I'll be looking to target this order block. So when we go to the 4 hour, we can see our reaction here on this daily order block. Once we penetrated this area, we didn't close. We can see bodies respected this area here. No candle closed above this order block on the 4 hour chart. Okay, we can see once we hit this, once we approach this order block here, price started to consolidate without any momentum to go past that area. So what did this tell us? This told us that that's a level that we can anticipate some selling, and we reacted off that area well. And when we look into the lower time frame, I'll show you the entries that I took and why I took those entries. When you look into our anticipation, we had called that move before it happened during the weekend, and you can see this area here that I've marked red with this candle, with this trend line here. You can see I've marked that liquidity here. We can name that a buy side liquidity. There are some people with some stop loss there, and that's what I'm targeting. Okay, if we can take that high, we can find good setups to short. Okay, if we can be able to take that high, I'll be very happy because we will find solid setups. Okay, so if we get something like this and then something like this, I'll be very confident in my sell shots. Okay, in my sell positions, I mean. So what I'm anticipating is that I hope during New York session we get to take this buy side liquidity and react of this 4 hour order block again. We have a 4 hour order block here, of which it can be very beneficial for us if we approach that level. We might not approach this order block here, but we might rate this liquidity, then drop down, attacking this sell side liquidity down here. This is the sell side liquidity that I'm anticipating for price to come and attack as a sell. Okay, we have a few confluence as targets. We have this sell side liquidity. We have this order block here. I mean, a propulsion block which is also an order block, and then we have this liquidity which we might trade, then keep going low. Okay, let's go to the 1 hour chart and we will see more insights on how we will enter this market. You can see this zone here. This area here, we actually have a mitigation block, and if we can get a mitigation block here, we can if we can approach this level here, we have a mitigation block inside the daily order block. We have a mitigation block there, and we have a fair value gap there. Okay, so I can anticipate for price to come and raid this high here, the high that we created yesterday uh, during the opening hours, and then we can maybe progress into this fair value gap here. Okay, and once we get to this fair value gap, we can get some unicorn setups there, then we can short. Another influence that can cause me to focus on more short at that level is that once we look into this leg here, oh shit, I put that wrong. Okay, we do it this way. Once I put my Fibonacci levels here, if you can see clearly, let's zoom in here. If you can see clearly here, this buy side liquidity, I mean this buy side liquidity is at 0.762 levels, and this fair value gap here is at 0.705, of which is a sweet spot for us. This is a position we can get very good setup, and if we get maybe late entries, maybe at 0.79 level. Okay, so today being a Tuesday, I'll anticipate for price to keep going up until it comes to these levels, which is 24.12. Okay, once price comes to that level, I'll anticipate for it to keep going down and shorting until we take this low here, and we dig deep into this daily order block or a propulsion block, whatever you call it. So with this in mind, what will I be looking? I'll be looking for New York AM session for entries. Okay, I can look for a New York AM session to catch this long here that will go up to this buy side liquidity, then offset my longs here. Then I can look for shorts at these entries on here, then attack these liquidity pools here and here. These are sell side liquidity, because right now I can feel like not really a feeling, but I think we are on a sell program. This market keeps taking liquidity pools on the downwards. Okay, so this is the most anticipated liquidity pool that I anticipate for the market to take, and then we can maybe close this week that way. Okay, so thank you for tuning in, and I welcome everyone to the channel. Feel free to ask any questions, and if you want signals, I can add you to my group that I give out signals with entries with everything. Okay, and I also have mentorship that I charge $200 for 2 months of mentorship, 3 classes a week, 2 hours each. And if you're interested, shoot me a DM there and we can discuss more. Okay, and if you want to call me, you can just take my number and you can book a call with me. It's just 1,000 Kenya shillings only for a call. Once you do that, we'll be on the right track. Okay, so thank you for tuning in, and God bless you. Good trading.